I got a bit of dad left in me. What do you want? I'm leaking dad.
Leaking dad out of me as time goes on.
Leaking dad sounds like a grind metal band.
It really does. What's up, you angry beavers? Welcome to the DickeyDines show. Today we are going over the rudest things that have ever been said to you. And boy, there are some...
You look fat today.
Wow!
Got you!
Holy crap, I cannot
Rudest
believe
thing,
that.
Top
Oh yeah? Well, your lips look like a turtle.
Yeah, but that's not hurtful. That's just a harsh reality I've come to terms with.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Anyways, so there's some bangers in here. There's some pretty funny ones. I have to say. Damn. Things that are just like, what? Someone actually said this to you. Okay.
Oh man, I'm excited. This is gonna be a good one. Hold up, time for a sponsorship. AppZone is awesome. It recommends you the best new mobile games based on the games that you already play the most. Gives you similar ones that you would want to play anyway. Plus, it pays you to play them. This allows users to earn tokens by trying and playing new games. The longer you play the games, the more you earn. Rewards are paid out instantly through a variety of retailers such as Amazon, Google Play, Xbox, Visa, Steam, and much, much more. Currently, this app is only available for Android users, so sorry iPhone users, you're gonna have to take the L for once on this one. Currently, the app is only available in the US as well. So if you meet these credentials, download this app, get to playing, get to earning your rewards, and have some fun with it. Links down below. Go ahead and download. Thank you very much, AppZone. We appreciate your support.
So, of course, we went to Facebook. If you want to be a part of these videos, go to the Facebook page and leave comments when we ask questions. We do it at least 3 or 4 times a week. So, anyways, Scarlett Pittman says, "You're a slut." Like, okay, Ben, we've been over this. I'm not a slut. I'm a nymphomaniac. There's a difference, you useless crab cake.
That's now his thing.
Like, I know, right? He's a useless crab cake.
Ben has now just been called a useless crab cake.
I feel like if you're an attractive female, you're gonna get called a slut. Because men that get rejected do not handle that well. So they always resort to, yeah, well, you're just a whore anyways.
Let me tell you, yeah, girls don't feel bad at all. Because if dudes were hot girls, they'd be fucking, like, crazy. I guarantee. Yeah, don't feel bad at all.
Exactly. Peyton Frey, considering I work in retail, I have no shortage of choices. My favorite, though, would have to be the classic. I can't believe they hire idiots like you, said to me by an old man whose change I miscounted after I apologized for the hassle. There's this thing with old people. They're either very nice or they're very mean. You never really find one that's kind of like occasionally grumpy a lot.
They're either like one extreme or the other. Like, they're either the sweetest person in the world or they're just like, don't even talk to them.
Exactly. Like, fuck you, you little shit. Or, oh, I baked you cupcakes. Here you go.
It's the 2 types of, like, they're so close to death, they're either pissed or content. So it's...
Right. It cracks me up, too, because it's like the person working retail is already hating their life. I guarantee it. And, like, they've had to deal with... I was literally at Rite Aid when we were in New Orleans.
Oh, God.
And there were so many people that walked up to get their prescriptions that would give this lady shit, because I was there for like 2 hours waiting, and they kept giving her shit, like all these people, like for no reason. The lady was just like, yeah, we'll get that for you. Like, why are you yelling at me?
Dude, that's the worst.
Like literally 5 or 6 people, and I was like, oh honey, like that has to be the worst.
Person. That's the worst.
Sam Valentine, you'll come back to Christ when you're older and wiser. That's a great, like...
You'll come back. They'll come back.
That's like the reason why people don't like Christians.
It's just so condescending.
I know!
It's like, don't worry, I know that you're unenlightened right now, and there's no possible chance of me listening to your arguments, but don't worry, you'll come back to God.
It's literally a belief or religion that you're supposed to show like the most love and support to everybody regardless. And yet, there's like a lot of them like that are just like, oh.
Dude, yeah.
You'll come back when you're wiser. Like you have nothing. They have nothing better to say.
Right.
So they're just like, "Oh, you're an idiot, man."
Right. Yeah, it's just fucking all the people that like rub it in their face. It's like going against like the philosophies of Christianity in the first place.
Exactly.
You get up to those pearly gates and be like, "Yeah, remember that time you like made fun of all those people? Yeah, you can't come in."
Yeah, right. Well, they're coming in.
Yeah, they're coming in. Yeah, you're good. You're not with her. Yeah, you can come.
Yeah, you're going to the back of the line. That's your punishment.
That's hell for you. Yeah, going to the back of the line to come back up to the.
And you just gotta keep looping around. Stephen Harrison, I was in a jeweler's buying a present for my girlfriend, and this couple looked at me, gave me a dirty look, and was like, "You can't afford anything in here."
Damn.
Bear in mind, they had never met me just because I had a Kubla Khan blasting out of my earphones and was wearing a Stick to Your Guns hoodie. Do you remember the first class?
Yeah,
do you remember the first class experience we had?
Yeah, that fucking motherfucker, dude. I will never forget that.
First class.
No.
Oh,
so we got.
Really?
It was the first time I'd ever been on a plane.
Yeah.
And we were going down to Nam, and Jared was sweet enough to get us the first class experience for that trip.
Yeah.
And there was this fucking dude.
He was behind us.
He was behind us. We were in the first class line. We were the first ones in it. It was us and then the normal line. And they called the first class to go, and this fucking dude just like walked up in front of us.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, that was cool. And then the chick that was with him was like, oh, are they in the line? He's like, he looked at us and was like, no, this is first class. And we were like, oh. And then when they called the first class and we were right behind him and we were making fun of him the whole time that we were behind him. And then he was like right behind me in the seat. So the whole time we'd just be like, I couldn't possibly afford first class. No. They said first class, not sewer rat class. Yeah, dude, that dude for sure smells his own shit. That dude was the most up his ass I've ever seen somebody.
So funny, man.
Just seeing the look on his face where he was just like, uh-oh. Oh, God.
You're right. Like, have you seen Bill Gates?
Right.
He looks like the normalest dude ever, and he's like the second wealthiest man in the world.
I had a great story I heard on this tour, too, about that kind of same scenario. It was about Marshawn Lynch. He was, I just did not mean to do that. It was Marshawn Lynch, and he was at a strip club in
Why would
Seattle.
you point it out?
Because I realized that I was like, I held on it for a minute, and I was like, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Anyway, Marshawn Lynch was at a strip club. And apparently he frequents this strip club, and he was there on this specific night. He was just there hanging out. Didn't want like to be stripped on or stripped for or whatever.
Stripped on.
So some chick came up to him and was like, "Oh, you want to dance?" And he's like, "Oh no, I'm okay. I'm just chilling tonight." And then she mind my discretion, she said, "Oh, cool. Thanks, you broke faggot," and called Marshawn Lynch that. Could you imagine calling Marshawn Lynch? He could buy that whole strip club.
Didn't she get fired?
She got fired immediately.
Yeah.
Like they the owner sensed that and he was like, "Oh no, Marshawn Lynch is out." Just ran down to the top office and just picked her up and threw her in the leftover stripper bin. And she eventually liquidated into the chicken wings they sell at strip clubs, or whatever, however those are made.
Oh my fucking God. Alright, let's move on. Yvonne Garcia says, you look like an idiot with your vest full of patches. It's called fashion, Sharon. Look it up.
Sweetie.
Have you seen mainstream fashion these days?
Dude, it's basically a battle vest.
It's fucking, some of it is so dumb looking. And then like, they're the ones that are like, oh, you're wearing a shirt that says Metallica. Oh my God.
Imagine Lady Gaga covered in meat going up to the stage like... That's what this is.
Is that a vest full of patches?
I couldn't imagine. Takes a bite of her shirt. Her meats.
Oh my fuck. Matthew Baldacchini.
Sorry.
A stranger offered my mom when I was little to beat my brother and I with a belt while we were standing right there. We weren't misbehaving. We were loud, energetic kids. Mind you, this guy randomly came up to us in a parking lot.
He offered.
Yeah, just like, excuse me, ma'am.
I noticed your kids are just out of line. I have this belt and a lot of anger. Would you like me to take care of this?
He's for sure in prison right now.
Dude, who goes up to strangers and is like, you want me to beat the fuck out of your kids?
With a belt.
With a belt.
Like, I'll do it right now.
Like
so ridiculous.
That's pretty funny.
Gabriella Rodriguez, your eyebrows are too far apart, you pineapple looking ass. So, what do pineapples have extended eyebrows?
Yeah, what's the correlation between pineapples and having bad eyebrows or bad eyebrow spacing?
I don't know.
You pineapple looking at what is?
Maybe maybe it's separate in their head. They're like, you look like a pineapple, and your eyebrows suck.
Like they forgot to roast the hair too. Another joke just fell flat.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless I'm missing something, I don't know. Yeah, you should. That's the worst thing anyone's ever said. You're fine. Yeah, don't worry.
Put a pineapple on the screen and see if it has eyebrows. I can't think of. They do have those like pointy things, but they're not eyebrows.
I don't know.
Like,
yeah, oh yeah, maybe it's like the leaves of the pineapple.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be the eyebrows. Like,
I don't know.
It's a bad roast.
It's a bad roast. Spencer Dawson. I have a stutter when I speak, and one time talking to a cashier at a local store, a little kid asked his mother, "Mommy, what's wrong with that man's voice?" She replied, "We call them special, Dylan. Don't point."
Oh, did she actually?
Like, this kid was innocently like, "Mom, he's a little different," and she's like, "Oh, they're special, then point." This is the reason that the generation coming up sucks, is because the parents fucking suck.
There's no information at all. They're just like, she's probably on her phone, and she's like, "What's wrong with him?" She's like, "He's fucking retarded. What do you want?" Like,
yeah, like, I'm clearly on Instagram liking Kylie Jenner's pictures.
Yeah, don't look.
Now.
Just don't look at him.
Like, don't point.
The dude with a stutter. Like, yeah, come on.
A very normal thing. That's why these things don't ever get broken down. There's always going to be some like weird awkwardness about people that are different, and because we're fucking taught that they're different.
Don't point. Don't look at it. It's a zoo animal. Don't make him feel bad.
Turn your eyes.
Completely ignore him.
Sebastian Aboy. A beggar once approached me to ask for money. I usually don't give them money, but I always try to be nice. So I smiled and said, "No, sorry." She then looked at me with an angry stare and started mocking me by repeating my words in a childlike way, like she wasn't exactly in a position to talk down to anyone.
Can I have some money? No.
I know, right? Like,
just like, what the fuck?
That's called crack.
Yeah, for real.
People on crack. Dude, there was a homeless guy in Portland on tour that it wasn't an interaction with me, but I saw it happen in front of me. There was a guy sitting like on this little flower pot thing. This homeless guy walks up, and you know, he was a very dirty homeless man. He was clearly just, he'd been roughing it for a while. And he walks up to this guy and he's like, "Hey man," and he like goes to fist bump him, and the guy was like, "Oh, I'm good." And the dude like literally was like, "What the fuck? Like, you don't want to fist bump me?" And he got like almost fighting this guy until the dude like stood up, and he was like 6'4", and the homeless guy was like, "Fuck you," and just like walked away. But he got so mad because he just wouldn't fist bump him. Dude. But to be fair, this guy he looked very,
Well, plus it's like, you don't owe a fist bump to anybody. Like,
yeah, exactly.
If some stranger was like, "Yo, fist bump me, bro," I'd probably be like, "No, you probably got like some gross shit on your hands.
Yeah,
I don't trust you."
I just touched my balls. Yeah. Like, yeah, that's funny. Anyway, Ben Dring. My friend was playing Pokemon Go one time, and a guy walked up to him and just yelled, "Suck my dick!" in his face.
Maybe he was like the opposite team of you.
That's what I was thinking.
Like Team Valor.
He was like, yeah, I was gonna say, you just took his gym or something like that.
He saw it happening. He was like across the park, like, "Fuck, it's that guy." Speed lines over, "Suck my dick, dude, fuck you."
That's what I thought as well.
That's pretty funny.
Brendan Sean Smith, speaking about my disabled friend who I'm sitting next to. Why does he walk like a penguin? Wasn't a good day for him.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It's harsh.
That's tough. I mean,
he's just
the only
it's a genuine question.
I mean, the only thing is like if they're a kid,
right?
It's like,
well, at least he was asking, and he wasn't just like, "That guy walks like a penguin." What a weirdo.
Yeah,
right.
Like,
why does he walk? He maybe was just curious and worded it poorly.
Right. Yeah.
Like, it is rude for sure, but I can't tell if it's
walk like a penguin. Like, you're comparing him to an animal.
Well, it's like, what would I say? Like, why does he walk weird? Like, isn't that more hurtful?
Or
like,
I would be like, hey, like what happened with his legs? That's what I would say if I was genuinely curious. Like, yeah,
I for sure wouldn't.
What the fuck is his penguin ass doing over there? You know, like,
you know, I could say it, but like as a, you know, penguins walk like that. So
sure.
Saying why do walk with broke legs? Yeah, it's probably not a good way to approach that.
Right. Aiden Marcus Sear. I was at elementary school because of football when this kindergartner called me fat guy. I told him that's not nice. I walked away, and a few minutes later on the playground, the kid came up and said, "I'm sick and tired of your fatness." I was confused.
Kids are fucking savage sometimes.
I'm sick and tired of your fatness.
Like, he's just been staring at this guy all day.
Oh, I know.
Why is he still fat?
I know.
I fucking told him he was fat.
Yeah.
Why isn't he fixed it
yet? Why is this fucker fat?
Yo, I'm getting real sick of looking at you, buddy.
It's the same with, like, internet culture, too. It's like, I hate this person! Then why are you still looking?
Right. Go to like, subscribes and fucking hits bell notifications so they can be the first one to say, "Hey,
right. I'm sick of your fatness.
I'm sick of looking at it."
Right. Adam Ford. You're not in the South, so sweeten your own tea. Bitch waitress in Indiana. I was like 9, but I'm still pissed. I just imagine this guy just like, he has pictures of this waitress on his wall. He's just like,
"I'm gonna find you."
Like, it's like 12 years later, right. He's like, "This motherfucking waitress told me to sweeten my own goddamn tea."
What a rude thing to say to a 9-year-old. Like, you don't know where this fucking the sugar is.
Know,
idiot.
Right?
Like, go sugar your own tea.
Did you have
at a restaurant?
Did you have sweet tea when we were in the South?
No, I don't fuck with sweet tea.
I didn't have
too
any
much.
either.
It's far too, especially in the South. Yeah, that's like, no, I'm good.
I feel like if I had a glass, I'd need like 12 shots of insulin.
Yeah,
so.
if I could feel my teeth like removing themselves.
Right, it's like when you chew really like sugary gum, you get that film.
Yeah,
sometimes
instant like grain over. Yeah, the grain.
It's probably not that bad, but you know.
It's probably that bad.
Pure sugar with a little water. Gabriella Bronlin says, "You look like a person who knows where to buy alcohol." I have never heard that one before.
That's a compliment where I come from.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Like, that could be a good thing. You could be having the time of your life partying, just like, woo! Like, this person knows where the fun's at.
Yeah, you look like you know how to have a good time.
Exactly.
Like, hey, where's the booze?
You could take it in a bad way, but depending on how you look.
Yeah,
maybe if you're homeless, it might not be taken that way.
Something.
But
isn't that kind of funny that like it's not insulting unless you look haggard? Then it's like, oh, now it's rude.
Well, I think the more real it is.
Right, the more rude it becomes.
Yeah, the more rude it becomes. Mark Den Turman, I was about to walk into the dollar store to get a few things and saw a lady at the register about to come out. So I thought it'd be nice and open the door for her, so I did. She walked out, stopped, looked me up and down, and went, and continued to walk on. I should have said you're fucking welcome, but being the nice guy I am, I didn't, and I walked into the store. You have a story about holding a door.
Yeah, I was on break at work, and I was going to cash my check so I could buy lunch, and I was going to the bank, and I was up to the bank door, and there was an old man coming up behind me, and so I held the door for him. I opened it and held it, as I do, just holding the door, you know, being a gentle person, and this motherfucker walks like the rest of the 5 feet up to me, stops, looks at me, and is like, "No, I'm okay." I was like, what are you just imagine holding a door open for a grown man, and he looks right at it and he's like, "No, I'm good." Like, but what do you mean? The door's open. And so I walked inside because he wouldn't budge on this, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna stand here and be like, "No, come in." So I just let the door close entirely, and then he opened it and came behind me, and it was just never addressed. It's just the weirdest fucking thing. I still don't know what the reasoning was. Like,
I was gonna say, what in your is it like just like the utter pride of like, I can get my own.
I'm not a fucking lady. Don't hold the door for me.
Like, you know, his wife has beaten him down over holding doors for like, you know, years, and he's just like, I can hold my own fucking door.
Hold my own door.
It becomes everyone else's problem.
Dude, yeah, I can't imagine what went the gears in his brain that were just like, oh, there's a person holding the door open for me.
Yeah.
No.
Dude.
No.
The fucking, when we were on the East Coast, I held the door for a lot of people, and there was a lot of people, they weren't like, I'm okay, or like, but they were very like, they just beelined right past, just like, oh, yes, you are supposed to hold the door for me. And it's just like,
get that a lot, yeah.
You're fucking welcome.
New York was the worst at that.
Oh yeah, it's just like, dude, like, I don't know.
Dude, I was taught to hold the door open a lot when I was younger too, and I took it like too far. So like I once held the door open for an entire movie theater. an entire movie I held the door open, and I was like, I didn't leave because I was like, I can't. Like if I let the door go, it's going to hit somebody, and then I can't
as
live
they were
with that.
walking out.
Yeah, I was like with my family, and so like they were like waiting for me. They're like, come on. I was like, no, I literally can't.
The ones who taught you
to
hold the door, like, get the fuck over
like,
here.
What are you doing? And I'm just like, I've already committed. Like, I have to let the whole theater out now.
That's
so I sat there and waited for an entire like sold out movie theater.
That's so funny.
Of people.
You gentleman, you. Julian Marquez says, this happened when I was 13. I worked at a store that sold stuff of craft foam. One day, I was alone in charge of the store, and a lady around 40 years old came to the store, pointed at one of the larger products, and asked, "Do you have a dick this size?" I was shocked, so I asked, "What?" She said, "A penis figure of this size," she said after a heavy sigh. I said no, and she left. She was frustrated, I can tell. What a weird way to approach that. Do you have a dick this size? What?
Yeah, what do you want from me?
What are you asking? And then just a penis figure.
Duh, you didn't get that?
Like, duh, this size penis figure.
Walk up to some dude and be, how big's your dick? And like, what? Like, do you have any penis figurines?
Right. Wait, what's your biggest dick that you've ever had personally? Like you in the store. Like, what are you talking about?
What do you want from me?
Kiwi Bree Bailey. How did you get in my room? Aren't you that creep from the bus station? Thought that was a bit uncalled for. I thought we were in love.
So, what? Like after a one-night stand or something? Damn. If that's like rolled over after a one-night stand, was like, oh, how'd you get in here?
I think it could be that, or just either like a joke.
Right.
Like he's just like, I was uncalled for. I thought we were in love. Like, yeah, so I stalked you and creeped. But that would be really funny. It would be funny if it was like a drunken one-night stand of like, fuck? That was uncalled for.
I thought I watched Trolls 2 last night, not hooked up.
Oh my god. Corey Michael Mims. I was filling up my truck on post and this girl honked at me. You look like Sid the Sloth. It hurt my soul. I was just trying to get gas.
Damn.
I have known a person who has very much reminded me of Sid the Sloth. It's a very...
Brian Silva?
It's not him, but yes, that guy does definitely look like Sid.
Oh no.
It's a very like toothy, pointy nose.
Yeah, it's a very small feature. Like everything's like kind of like pulled together a little bit too.
And like the teeth have to be like
kind of like jarring.
Yeah, exactly. All right, last one. Dom Spindler. How are you that size and vegetarian? Carbs and depression, my dude.
Carbs and depression. Wait, I'm confused.
Someone asked him, how are you that size and vegetarian?
Right, okay.
Yeah, like saying how, because you eat vegetables.
Yeah. Right, unhealthy vegetarian.
I was going to say, there's a lot of unhealthy food that's vegan.
I know a lot of unhealthy for vegans, yeah.
Right, some big boys.
Fried, they just eat everything fried, just fucks them up.
Or like Oreos, right? They're
Oreos
vegan.
are vegan, technically. They're made on like manufacturers that also make dairy products, so...
Well, Taco Bell.
Technically, they're not 100% vegan.
Taco Bell has vegan stuff, and it's still just completely full of fat and grossness.
And bread and shit. Yeah. Bread's the biggest one, I think, for vegans. Just eat a lot of bread.
Can you think of the rudest thing anyone's ever said to you, Austin? In person. A stranger in person.
I got called an oaf one time in a genuine manner, and that kind of hurt my feelings.
An oaf?
Yeah. Somebody, I wasn't even in the way. I was like, some really large woman was coming up these stairs, and I had waited, like, off to the side. And then she, like, got to the top and looked at me, and she's like, why are you always in the way, you big stupid oaf?
Oh.
And I was like...
Damn.
What? I was like, I waited for you to get up the fucking stairs before trying to squeeze past your large mountain of a body.
What the fuck?
Excuse me.
That's
that was pretty up there. That was rough. I mean, there's definitely some like parent stuff, but I won't get into that on this. It's genuinely hurtful, but
yeah,
I don't know. That one was that one stuck with me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's weird coming from strangers because it's like they have no. You know, like...
When I was in junior high, a girl told me she was going to kick my ass on we were playing baseball, and I was on first base, and I got her out, and she was like, I'm going to kick your ass. And I was really confused, and then I was like, no, well, you're not, though. She's like, what do you mean? And then I got bullied by like 3 of her friends on like the baseball diamond. That was really it was a weird scenario. Just like nobody tried to stop it. I was just getting like bullied by 3 girls. They were like next to me. I was on first base. They weren't playing. They were just next to the bases, like making fun of me.
Jesus.
And I was just like, all right, cool. Because I got their friend out, and she said she was gonna kick my ass.
I had a couple in like elementary school and junior high. There was one girl. There was always girls too.
Right.
Girls could be fucking mean.
They knew they could say what they wanted to.
Yeah.
And like
there was one girl that said that my mom should have used a condom. That was a fun one. And then there was one. She was just like, it was like the first day, and like I'm sitting next to her, and she's just like, I'm like, all right.
I'm in like obvious look down.
Yeah, I'm in like 5th or 6th grade, and she's like, you look like a fucking prep. And I was just like, okay. Like I didn't even know what the word prep meant.
Just like prepared.
Like what? Like what the fuck is that?
Are you asking me if I have a pencil?
There was when I first started my construction job, I was standing outside of the like trailer where everyone would like put all their shit, and the door was open. I'm just standing there waiting to like, cause there's a bunch of people in there, and the foreman was telling people what they were gonna do for the day and who's with who, and they're like, all right, and Frank, you're with Jared, and he was like, oh, so I get stuck with a fucking new kid. And I was just like...
Yeah, what a great thing to say aloud.
Right, and I'm just like standing right there, just like, this should be a fun job.
Like, cool.
But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Rudest things strangers have ever said to you. There's some good ones in there. Thank you for participating on the Facebook page. Go check that out if you would like to be in future videos, and check the links in the description for anything else.
Go ahead and let us know what the rudest thing anyone's ever called you down in the comments below.
Yes.
And just don't give any context so it looks like you're just shit talking us.
Alright, see ya.
Come on. You said bye.